Hi YouTube. Welcome back to Tractor Talk with Gary. Today we're going to be talking about the different types of mowers to be used with the compact utility tractors. I use a brush hog for what I do. I mow my pasture. I have 100 acres of pasture, and it's got everything from rocks, sticks, gopher mounds, anything you can think of. There's a lot of trash. I try and keep sticks picked up. With the wind we have in Iowa, that's an ongoing issue all the time. Three types of mowers that you can use. There is the brush cutter, brush hog, like I'm talking about. Bush hog is a name brand, so we commonly identify these as brush hogs. 3-point mount, PTO driven. There is the flail mower, which I really thought was what I wanted to go with, and it turns out flail mower does a really good job of mulching stuff up, but if you got really heavy duty stuff, the brush cutter is going to be the way to go. And we're going to show some of the stuff that I have to do and why I chose the brush cutter. And it's one of the cheaper of the options too, depending on which one you go with. So anyway, the other kind, we've got brush cutter, we've got a flail mower. A flail mower operates with like a drum that spins around. It's got hammers or knives that keeps constantly grinding, where the brush hog has a blade, two blades that go around and at a high speed, 540 RPMs, and take the top of the grass and weeds off. And it doesn't mow close to the ground if you want a good tight cut, which leads us to the third type, which is a finish mower. Now, a finish mower, if you've got a lot of acres to mow and you want it to look like a lawn, a finish mower is the way to go. And obviously, I don't mow my pasture, finish. I want grass left for the cattle to eat. So try and keep the weeds down and keep the brush under control. We've got some invasive species like Multiflora rose and stuff like that gets a little out of hand if you don't keep it under control. So that's why I use a brush cutter. So let's get into this a little bit with the different types of mowers. This 3-point mount brush hog, the brand is Southeast. They were made in Kansas. This is an old one. It's still in pretty good shape. It's going to need some work after this season. I'm going to go all through it, make sure it's all ready to go for next year before I put it away. I get asked quite a lot, how come I don't remove my loader when I'm doing my 3-point mowing? And here's a pretty good example of why. There's a log down over a trail I need to use. With the loader, I can just shove it out of the way. Here I'm trying to pile it up over another log that's already there on the bank, and it's kind of hung up, doesn't want to cooperate, but I win this fight. Also, another good idea for having the loader on is occasionally you might drop the front end in a hole and even not be able to back out even with 4-wheel drive. So you can use the loader to push yourself out. It adds for stability, and I can run it low to the ground in case I hit a stump or something and I don't bend something in the steering linkage or something that sounds really expensive when you hit. We have an invasive thistle species here in Iowa. These are bull thistles. But the one I'm talking about we call Canadian thistles. And listened to a song growing up by a Canadian group called the Guess Who, called American Woman, and I think they didn't like American women, so they sent us the Canadian thistle. When I do my brush hogging, I mow in the lower gears, simply because, I don't know what's out there for holes, and it's pretty tough going. And I sit out there in the sun without a cab because I can't get around the trees with a cab on. So I do what I call shake and bake. I'm going to ask one last time. You guys want to join us for burgers? Doggone it. I meant chicken. Really? Seriously? Chicken. You guys want some chicken tonight? Come on! What are you guys, a bunch of greenies? Democrats?